Hi guys, I am going to finish hopefully today the rest of reading the Pitter Patter Messages from Jesus. Are we at the top of the hill, the bottom, or the middle? Add the numbers up, or add the numbers and you will see. Enoch 11. And in those days I will open the store chambers of blessing which are in heaven, so as to send them down upon the earth over the work and labor of the children of men. And truth and peace shall be associated together throughout all the days of the world, and throughout all the generations of men. Enoch 51. After this I beheld the secrets of heaven, of the heavens, and of paradise, according to its divisions, and of human action, as they weigh it there in balances. 46. I saw the habitations of the elect, and the habitations of the holy, and there my eyes beheld all the sinners who denied the Lord of glory, and whom they were expelling from thence, and dragging away, as they stood there, no punishment proceeding against them from the Lord of spirits. There too my eyes beheld the secrets of the lightning and the thunder, and the secrets of winds, how they are distributed as they blow over the earth, the secrets of the winds, of the dew, and of the clouds. There I perceived the place from which they issued forth, and became saturated with the dust of the earth. There I saw the wooden receptacles, out of which the winds became separated, the receptacle of hail, the receptacle of snow, the receptacle of the clouds, and the cloud itself, which continued over the earth before the creation of the world. I beheld also the receptacles of the moon, whence the moons came, whither they proceeded, their glorious return, and how one became more splendid than another. I marked their rich progress, their unchangeable progress, their disunited and undiminished progress, their observance of a mutual fidelity by a stable oath, their proceeding forth before the sun, and their adherence to the path allotted them, in obedience to the command of the Lord of spirits. Potent is his name forever and ever, and forever and forever. After this I perceived that the path, both concealed and manifest, of the moon, as well as the progress of its path, was there, completed by day and by night, while each one with another looked towards the Lord of spirits, magnifying and praising without cessation. Since praise to them is rest, for in the splendid sun there is a frequent conversion to blessing and to malediction. The course of the moon's path to the righteous is light, but to sinners it is darkness. In the name of the Lord of spirits, who created a division between light and darkness, and separating the spirits of men, strengthened the spirits of the righteous in the name of his own righteousness. Nor does the angel prevent this, neither is he endowed with the power of preventing it, for the judge beholds them all, and judges them all in his own presence. Enoch 84. And I lifted up my hands in righteousness, and blessed the Holy and Great One, and spake with the breath of my mouth, and with the tongue of flesh. Sorry, my babies are sick. Oh, so am I. Which God has made for the children of the flesh of men, that they should speak therewith, and he gave them breath and a tongue and a mouth, that they should speak therewith. Blessed be thou, O Lord King, great and mighty is in thy greatness, Lord of the whole creation of the heaven, King of kings and God of the whole world. And thy power and kingship and greatness abide forever and ever, and throughout all generations thy dominion. And all the heavens are thy throne forever, and the whole earth thy footstool forever and ever. For thou hast made, and thou rules all things. and nothing is too hard for thee. Wisdom departs not from the place of thy throne, nor turns away from thy presence, and thou knows and sees and hears everything. And there is nothing hidden from thee, for thou seest everything. And now the angels of thy heavens are guilty of trespass, and upon the flesh of men abides the wrath until the great day of judgment. And now, O God and Lord and great King, I implore and beseech thee to fulfill my prayer, to leave me a prosperity on earth, and not destroy all the flesh of men, of man, and make the earth without inhabitant, so that there should be an eternal destruction. And now, my Lord, destroy from the earth the flesh which has aroused thy wrath, but the flesh of righteousness and uprightness establish as a plant of the eternal seed, and hide not thy face from the prayer of thy servant, O Lord. Matthew 25:8-24. Then the 5 foolish ones asked the others, Please give us some of your oil, because our lamps are going out. But the others replied, We don't have enough for all of us. Go to a shop and buy some for yourself. But while they were gone to buy oil, the bridegroom came. Then those who were ready went in with him to the marriage feast, and the door was locked. Later, when the other 5 bridesmaids returned, they stood outside calling, Lord, Lord, open the door for us. But he called back, Believe me, I don't know you. So you must keep watch, for you do not know the day or hour of my return. Again, the kingdom of heaven can be illustrated by the story of a man going on a long trip. He called together his servants and entrusted his money to them while he was gone. He gave 5 bags of silver to one, 2 bags of silver to another, and 1 bag of silver to the last, dividing it in proportion to their abilities. He then left on his trip. The servant who received the 5 bags of silver began to invest the money and earned 5 more. The servant who with 2 bags of silver also went to work and earned 2 more. But the servant who received the 1 bag of silver dug a hole in the ground and hid the master's money. After a long time, their master returned from his trip, called them to give an account of how they had used his money. The servant to whom he had entrusted the 5 bags of silver came forward with 5 more and said, Master, you gave me 5 bags of silver to invest, and I have earned 5 more. The master was full of praise. Well done, my good and faithful servant. You have been faithful in handling this small amount, so now I will give you many more responsibilities. Let's celebrate together. Then the servant with the 1 bag of silver came and said, Master, I knew you were a harsh man, harvesting crops you didn't plant and gathering crops you didn't cultivate. Genesis 61. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, had not been able to bear children for him, but she had an Egyptian servant named Hagar. So Sarai said to Abram, The Lord has prevented me from having children. Go and sleep with my servant. Perhaps I have children through her, or perhaps I can have children through her. So Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, the Egyptian servant, and gave her to Abram as a wife. This happened 10 years after Abram had settled in the land of Canaan. So Abram I'm so tired and sick. So Abram had sexual relations with Hagar, and she became pregnant. But when Hagar knew she was pregnant, she began to treat her mistress Sarai with contempt. Then Sarai said to Abram, This is all your fault. Put my servant into your arms. But now that she's pregnant, she treats me with contempt. The Lord will show